waking you from your bed?
Same thing as you. Frankie.
So why are you reading a case file?
Oh, I was going through some stuff in records yesterday, two-time. And I saw Frankie's initials in the signing out book. And he'd taken a file out.
Frankie was working a case when he disappeared.
All right, Rob. Listen, if you're thinking of selling tickets to that harem of yours, put us on the list, eh?
What's he on about? When did Bruce ever make sense?
Right. It's a case from a couple of years back. A pimp called Ray Chaplin got attacked.
Oh, aye, cheeky Ray. Got his tongue cut out and miraculously didn't see who did it.
Let's have the story.
Ray Chaplin poached a couple of girls from another pimp. So this guy looked like a quality suspect.
But there's not a dot of evidence. No witnesses volunteering the services.
So why was Frankie working a dead case?
This suspect, Dougie Fox, got put away last month for GBH. He's looking at 10 years, so obviously he's keen to ask for old offences to be taken into consideration.
Dougie's admitted to 42 undetected sins, but, and this is why Frankie picked up on the case, he's still not having it that he cut Chaplin's tongue out.
Frankie's been into prison to see this Dougie Fox.
I'm afraid so, sir.
Oh, shit, Frankie, what have you done?
He's gone looking for trouble, that's what he's done.
All right, let's not start jumping to any conclusions.
Sir, he's not been in contact with his missus. No credit cards used. He's not taken any money whatsoever out of his bank account. Now, no one can tell me that doesn't equal bad news.
Hey, Bruce, no body has turned up, so take your finger off the panic button.
All right. I know feelings are running high on this one, but shouting at each other isn't going to find Frankie. All right, Becky, Warren. Looks like you've got yourself a case. Right. Tony, Bruce, overnights.
Overnight? You're joking, aren't you, sir?
Why should I be?
Oh, look at this. A computer warehouse, a wine trader's and a baker's shop.
All right, so a copper's gone missing. What do we do? Put a close sign on the door? Frankie could be with a bird on a beach in Mallorca for all we know.
Or he could be lying in a ditch with his head caved in and I'm out chasing the chocolatey clay thief.
I am running this department, Bruce. And while I am, a copper will be assigned to overnights and he will give them his full attention. Is that clear enough for you? All right, keep me posted.
Going, Warren. Straight in at number 1.
You better get started.
You ever had a bad day, Tony? Because this is what it looks like.
Oh, Becky, you still on for dinner on Sunday night?
Sorry, I don't think so.
Oh, you got something on? Jenny was looking forward to seeing you. How about Saturday?
Rather not.
Is something the matter?
Just couldn't do it to Jenny.
Do what to Jenny?
Chit-chat about the kids, the curtains, the state of the nation. Pretend I didn't know you're screwing your ex-wife.
Ron, got a good one for you.
It's a while since they smiled at me like that. And what, does that make you the lucky one or me?
Would I be right in thinking you haven't made it up with your girlfriend?
And would I be right in thinking it's none of your bloody business?
Take that as a no, then.
I know the buses are slow round here, but it's beyond a joke, this.
Miss Angela Granger.
Do you know where she lived?
35.
So why's she been out here all night?
Let's find out.
I get it. So if you want to ruin a pimp, you make sure he can't speak anymore.
Except if you hate someone enough to cut the tongue out, why don't you just kill them?
Symbolic act.
Yeah, well, a man would say that.
No, I mean, this turns Chaplin into a living warning to others.
Possible. A warning to whom in particular?
Well, let's start at the beginning. Dougie Fox. That's where Frankie picked it up. Very nice, that. Give me a quiz, come on.
Pillows from the bed upstairs. Looks like it's been slept in.
So she got out of the sack to go and kip at the bus stop?
There's an electric blanket on the bed.
What do you reckon, fight with her boyfriend?
No. There's no sign of a bloke having been upstairs anywhere. Why do you only wallpaper halfway up the stairs?
Think she might have had mental problems?
There's a clock radio set for 6:30, so it's likely she's got a job.
Might be depression if it comes and goes.
I'll give her GP a ring when we get back. We better have a word with the neighbours.
Bus stop? Well, what's she doing there? She always went to work on a push bike.
It looks as though she was sleeping there, sir. Do you know if she had any visitors last night?
I don't know.
Did she have a boyfriend?
Look, it'll all come to nothing anyway.
What will come to nothing, sir?
Don't ask me to get involved, eh? You can't make me say anything. When you get to my age, you learn it's best to keep out of other people's trouble.
Oh, no. I've got 3 cleaning jobs and a grandson to look after. I'm in bed by 9 o'clock most nights.
He's a lovely lad, isn't he?
You wouldn't say that to get him 24 hours a day.
It cost me more to replace the glass than it does to stop.
You've had this happen before?
Yes, to be 13th time now.
There'll be kids by the look of it.
I'll take you down the street if you like and point them out to you.
Can I use your phone? We'll get one of our people to brush the till for fingerprints.
It's no use for fingerprints. It's too shiny. The place is all damp with the baking, you see.
Yeah, well, all the same, we've got to give it a go, eh?
No one listens.
Try me, Mr. Flood.
I've had this shop for 26 years now. For 22 years, I made a living, had a life. The last 4 years, all I've done is pick up broken glass and watch your street turn to animal cack.
Today's a bad day. If you're going to convince yourself it's all bad, then it will be. Yeah, I bet 99% of the people who live in this street are decent people. They're probably as upset as you are about what happened.
Yeah, anything goes now, doesn't it, eh? And those kids, they don't give a toss.
Mr. Flood, your crime number. You'll need to quote this for your insurance claim.
I don't claim. The premium goes through the roof if I do. 32,349. No one listens.
Prison life hasn't changed, Dougie, sir. Still a cocky bastard and still scared to death of this Chaplin case.
What's interesting is he suggested we should be as scared as he is.
And this is what you told Frankie as well, is it?
Dougie said Frankie wasn't in a listening mood.
And he wasn't at all surprised to hear that Frankie's gone missing.
Right. Well, there's naught we can do to press Dougie Fox. So I want this Ray Chaplin brought in. I want to know who he's so bloody scared of. And I don't mean asking politely.
Right. Wine warehouse.
Do you think it might be worth talking to those kids he mentioned?
We've got no witnesses and no fingerprints. And we can't pick up a few kids because the baker doesn't like the look of them.
How do you know it's pointless unless we talk to them?
On a list of priorities, Tony, we've already spent too much time on this case. All right.
But the bloke, he's hurting, he feels abandoned.
Well, the reality is, like it or not, if we spend all of our time holding the hands of hurting people, then we're not out there working on cases that are solvable.
But if Mr. Flood sees us doing something, at least he'll feel wanted.
That's PR, Tony, not police work. Now, is that wine merchants on Lingwood Avenue or Lingwood Road?
Gentlemen.
I won't go that far. This is CID.
Your bus stop lady. Her first assumptions were correct. Angela Granger died of a heart attack induced by extreme exposure to the cold.
What about the wound on her neck?
Wounds. They were a few days old, and they were in interesting shape. There are several puncture marks, like she'd been struck by a jagged instrument.
What, bottle?
Yes, except I found traces of ceramic materials in the wounds.
Ceramics?
You know, pot.
What kind of moron stabs you in the neck with a plant pot?
As ever, DC Brazil, I'm in awe of your skills at psychological profiling.
So, Anderson, what are we talking about here? Could it have been an accident, a fall of some sort?
Fair assumption. But the wounds had been treated. So I spoke to the casualty department, and Miss Granger told them she'd been stabbed.
There's no crime report. I checked.
So, who was she frightened of then?
Ray, we've been having a chat with an old business competitor of yours, Dougie Fox. He still reckons it wasn't him took a pair of scissors to you.
So if it wasn't a rival pimp, who was he?
And who knows about it? Well, you do for one, Ray. Fancy getting it off your chest?
For the benefit of the tape, Mr. Chaplin has just passed me a note that reads, "Call me a cab. The pubs are up."
So you've still got your sense of humour, Ray. About all you've hung on to since the old days, isn't it? Where did it all go wrong, huh? I remember you when that suit was new. You were a man with a mission, building his empire. Gods were leaving their pimps to come and join your team. You'd a lucky touch. Do you know what I see sitting there now? A man who's had all the luck punched out of him. D.S. Drinkhall came to see you, didn't he, Ray? When was it? A couple of weeks ago?
Listen, Ray, this copper we're talking about, he's gone missing. And if we get the slightest reason to believe that you know something about it, we're gonna shake the tree until something falls out. Know what I'm saying, Ray?
Lorraine?
Eric.
How you doing?
Not very well.
How can I help you?
I don't know who I hate the most. Me for telling you about Frank's epilepsy, or you for promising me everything would work out.
Lorraine, Frank is not just a missing person. He's a missing policeman. We've got bulletins in every station in the country. Hospitals, doctors' surgeries. There's hardly a bobby on the beat who doesn't know he's out there.
So how come I don't feel reassured?
When I first spoke to you, you told me that Frankie had said to you that things were going to be okay.
It's getting on for the last thing he said to me.
Well, what did you take him to mean by that?
What it says. He's going to come back to work. Everything's going to get back to normal. His job, the new job.
Did he say anything to suggest that he was going to accept things?
Not really.
You see, well, it felt to me like he couldn't accept things. Wouldn't accept it. So why does he tell you everything's going to be okay?
What are you saying, Eric?
I know, Frankie. He's not happy about things. He's going to do something about it.
I know Frankie. And he's a selfish bastard. Whatever he's got himself into, it's his own doing.
Come on, love. We'll find him.
I'm sorry, Eric.
Hey, you got a right to be upset. How are the kids doing?
I didn't know what to tell him. I said he's working away.
Have your fingerprints in. Come on. Come on, two against an old man, eh? Come on, I'll have the pair of you.
Hey, easy, Marty, you'll have their heads off.
Kids are all right, as long as you let them know who's boss.
Have you ever thought of adopting?
Why should I?
Well, you want kids.
There's no wrong with me and there's no wrong with Judy. I don't want someone else's kids. I want my own.
Hey, Ron. Hey, you're getting my share as well, mate. Is that right?
Grow up, Warren.
You had a change of look, Warren.
What?
It's just the swagger on you. I'd say you're getting a bit more than cocoa at bedtimes these days.
The minute I get any action, Bruce, rest assured, you'll be the last to know.
Right, thanks. Bruce, there's an incident gone off at the baker's shop.
Oh, well, Tony, can't the uniform deal with it?
They say he'll only talk to us.
Great. That's all I need, Mr. Pastry crying on me bloody shoulder.
If Frankie's in trouble, it's not for talking to Chaplin and Fox. Because we got that far. It's because he made the next step.
So what would Frankie do?
What is this case telling us?
It's telling us that someone's got something to hide. And that they're willing to mutilate a man and terrorise others to keep it hidden.
They wouldn't go to all that bother to hide it from us, not from the law. Ray Chaplin and Dougie Fox are not the kind to feed us information.
What have these two got in common?
They're both pimps.
Yeah, but what in particular?
Chaplin poached 2 girls from Dougie Fox.
We got the lasses' names?
Now, here's a woman who's more frightened in her own house than out on the street at night.
I talked to her GP. She hadn't been to see him for 18 months. No history of mental illness or depression.
If she's scared enough to take off, why don't she run for the nearest bus shelter?
I'll tell you what bothers me. Why don't the neighbours want to talk with us?
What you got planned for tonight, Ron?
Oh, Chinese with the missus. Why?
I'm just curious about this Granger woman. What spooked her out of her own house after dark?
What? You mean ghosts? You can get forensics to check for ectoplasm if you like.
Well, look, something's going on, isn't it? It's got to be worth a look, can't it?
Shall I bring my holy water in a squirt gun?
The woman's dead, Ron.
All right, all right. We'll go.
I'm not having this. Come on, the my kids, get in
What's
here.
the problem? He's holding 2 lads. Insisted he wasn't going to open the door until you 2 got in.
All right, Mr. Flood, you can come out now.
These are the 2 that caught them playing football against my wall. Talk to me. Come on.
Get off me! Don't touch me!
All right. Can we have a little bit of order, please? Alex, go and talk to those lads. And you got yourself in an whole heap of trouble, so let's get inside, shall we? Now.
I look at tomorrow, next week, next year, and where's it going to get any better? Who's going to turn this thing round?
You are, Mr. Flood.
Look, I'm asking you, please, will you listen to me? I'm suffocating.
Mr. Flood, there's an agency, Victim Support. Now, listen, these people can help you.
I don't want to be a victim. You people, you come in here, you walk around, you write it all down, you give me a number, and you go away. And that's an end of it. Someone has got to do something about it.
What we'll do is, let's you and me take a look round, see if we can't beef up your security, eh?
Do we tell her we're looking for Frankie?
Not up front. Let's start with who cut Ray's tongue out and see where it leads us. That's her.
Oh, Bruce, come in a minute, will you? How you doing?
Me? I'm having a great time, sir. All I need is a hair shirt and my life will be complete.
Listen, I won't lie to you. I've been talking to some people, doctors, neurologists. It's possible that Frankie's mind might be affected by this epilepsy.
No. No, this is about a man whose world's been taken away from him and he's going under.
You think that's your fault, Bruce? Frankie put you in an impossible position.
Yeah, well, I might not have pushed him over the edge, sir, and you might not have either. But which one of us was bothered enough to think what this was doing to Frankie? Which one of us was worried about anything but himself?
That's not true, Bruce.
Sir, I was in here with you, and me moaning on about how I want this put on the record that I did not pull the plug on my mate. Same old Bruce, just worried about how he's gonna look.
This is not about you and Frankie. It's not about me and Frankie either. It's about Frankie and his illness. And if we want to find him, that's where we have to look.
So listen, why did you and this other lass leave Dougie Fox and go and work for Ray?
Well, like Ray, you're funny.
I suppose you both took some of your regular clients with you, yeah?
Took some, yeah.
Anyone in particular?
Look, I know what you're after. Why do you think I've come to London, eh? You can find me.
Listen, I know this guy must have been a right bad bastard.
You don't need up the start of it.
So tell me.
I seen him once, in a pub. This queer were making a bit of noise, just laughing and that. He goes over, he grabs this fella's hair, and he bangs his face off the corner of the table. 10, 20 times or something. And then he sits down and he starts drinking. And nobody says nothing, because they know.
Well, he's never going to figure it was you that gave him to me, is he? I promise you that, Brenda.
I've heard countless promises before.
There's a lot of people fit this picture. The chances are I know him already and he knows me and he probably knows that I'm looking for him.
And why don't you stop and leave me out of it? I never wanted anything to do with this in the first place. Anyway, you've come to London to talk to the wrong girl. You weren't my client. You were Lindsay's.
Lindsay, I think it's touching you've stayed loyal to Ray in his times of trouble.
Oh, yeah. Sucker for love, Lindsay is.
But you have. I mean, Ray's life's gone. Wasted, finished.
He's still Ray.
Yeah, the thing is still, Lindsay, this bloke, whoever he is, he's still out there. And we don't know who he is, so when it gets out that Ray's been talking to us, he can get to Ray, but we can't get to him.
Ray's talked? What do you mean?
What you don't seem to understand, Lindsay, is we're looking for a mate of ours. And we're going to do what it takes to find him. If it means we have to make a few things up, we will. Now, he was a client. What was it he had to hide?
Did he go for nasty stuff? Was that it?
What, Lindsay?
What did he want from you, Lindsay?
Just holding. And he goes to his house like a couple of times a week. Late. There'd be other people there, drinking, other girls. I'd go with him to bed.
And you didn't have sex?
Never.
Is it because he couldn't?
He hated being like that. Hated me knowing. We'd lie there, no clothes on, holding.
And what else?
He was ashamed. That's why he cut Ray's tongue out.
Who is he, Lindsay?
He puts bouncers into pubs and clubs and that.
What, you mean he runs a protection racket?
It's a nice way of saying it.
You're going to have to tell us his name, Lindsay.
Liam Smith.
These curtains are hand sewn. A bit of effort there.
She was keen on the home improvement.
Do you know what it looks like to me? It's like she's given up.
What was she taping?
For a start.
Is this racket a regular carry-on?
I play a few tapes, that's all. Only sometimes.
Your neighbour in the habit of complaining about it, was she?
Come on, sweetheart. Let's get you back to bed.
Did Angela Granger come round last night to complain?
No. We never seen her, did we, Nick?
You know she's dead, don't you?
What's that supposed to do with us?
She was attacked 2 days before she died. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
No. We never seen her.
Come on, Becky. Frankie will be all right. He knows what he's doing.
I don't know that he does. Out on his own after the psychopath Smith. Hello. Warren. Yeah, don't worry, I'm fine. Yeah, I called in. Still no sign of Smith at that address. All right, Jack. Good.
Becky, we should have a chat.
Why's that?
Look, if you go around calling me a dirty scumbag behind my back, then we've got a problem. We ought to sort it out.
I think it's your wife you should be sorting it out with, Ron, don't you?
Becky, please. What do you think Jenny sees in me?
She thinks you're a good bloke. Steady, father of her kids.
Exactly, that's my problem. Jenny's a young woman. Every time I look at her, I'm just reminded that I'm not young anymore.
It's been 4 years, Ron. Don't you think you've had time to work a few of your insecurities out?
The one thing I knew about Kath was that she always wanted me. She loved having sex with me. It was just the rest of the marriage that was shit.
I never imagined you were capable of inflicting this kind of damage on your family.
I'm weak. All right, I made a mistake.
No, Ron. You made a decision. You decided that a bit of sexual diversion was more important than your marriage, your kids.
Oh, hey, all right. I get the message. You disapprove. Now just get off your high horse and give a friend a break.
Well, it's going to depend, isn't it?
On what?
What that friend does next.
And when we get the results, we can talk about what we're going to do. Well, it's just that I read this thing, that's why I'm here. I read about you, about doing surgery.
Let's just see what the scans tell us. In most cases, we prefer to control the situation with drugs.
No, you're not getting what I'm saying. I'm saying if I've got this thing, they won't let me do my job. I want rid of it.
What is it that you've got, Mr. Drinkle?
I know there'll be a waiting list, but if you can say on a piece of paper that you can go in there and take it out, then I can say that there isn't going to be any problem.
What's it called, this problem?
You don't need me to tell you what it's called.
I want to hear you say it.
What difference does that make? You can operate. It is possible.
Under certain limited circumstances. Let's see what the tests say.
Right, fine. Thanks.
It's 1:30 a.m. This is what I'm listening to.
Sorry. She used to come and stay with us. Weekends mostly to get away from it. But I've got a family. You know how it is. You can't turf the kids out their bedroom all the time.
Mr. Granger, had your sister's health deteriorated at all over the last few months?
It was making her late for work. She was having time off because she was so run down.
So she was worried about losing a job as well, then?
She worked for a bank. They weren't very sympathetic.
An unsympathetic bank? Well, there's a surprise.
She was trying to get those idiots next door evicted. But it was taking forever. None of the neighbours would help her. That's why she made the tapes.
The tapes wouldn't have done any good, actually, sir. You can't use them in a court.
You mean these people are going to get away with this?
We have reason to believe your sister suffered an assault in the days before she died.
They attacked her. Why didn't she tell me?
If we can show that it was these people next door who did this to her, then we can get them for something.
What are you doing?
We do have the authority to search, Mrs. Jowett. Look, love, we know there's been a load of trouble between your Marilyn and next door. It's all written down. We've got copies of Miss Granger's court proceedings.
Like I told her, I'm always rushing round all over the place. I've got 3 cleaning jobs.
You could have 84 jobs and a feather duster up your arse, love, but either you know whether there was a Barney in the last 3 days or you don't.
There's no need to be offensive. I get enough of that off him.
Oh, the boyfriend? Does he live here, then?
Might as well do, this selfish bastard.
So why don't you tell them to bugger off?
I don't think I wouldn't love to.
So what's stopping you?
If they left, they'd take Jason. He's not his real dad, you know. Can you imagine what sort of a life he'd have with them two up off the night drinking and fighting?
If your daughter's boyfriend had done anything to Miss Granger, you would tell us, wouldn't you?
Mrs. Jowett, we found these pieces of china in your garden. They might look like nothing, but there's 1,001 tests we can do. And we're going to know if these match up with the particles we found in Miss Granger's neck.
So you have a ponder on that, love, and maybe come in for a chat, eh?
I'm not saying he was necessarily referred to you. He might have come to you as a private client.
No. Well, he might be using another name. We're looking for a man in his 30s with a Scottish accent.
Yes, I do know how referrals work, and I am acquainted with medical ethics. I just want to know if this man could have called you up and asked for treatment.
Forensics found that more interesting than tea stains on that lot.
They can't match it to the traces found in Angela's neck.
Oh, aye, definite. And half the tea sets in this city and all.
Well, hold on, it's got to count for something that we found these in their garden.
It ain't gonna stand up, mate.
Now, if I walk into your bedroom every night and give you a good thumping, I'd soon get locked up, wouldn't I? Oh, but Mad Marilyn can torture someone through the bedroom wall and there's sod all anyone can do about it.
Look, Ray, we're going to pick Leon up today. You just have to stay out of sight.
Ray, look, we can offer protection for both you and Lindsay.
Nobody's going to know it was you for sure.
Get on with Leon.
Yeah, we got him for the chapel in a tank, but Frankie's been nowhere near him.
Oh, come on, that's what we all wanted to hear, isn't it?
Ron, I don't think that Leon Smith is the only armour Frankie can come to. I'll see you later, buddy.
Well, Leon Smith's conviction should have us dancing on the desks, but he got us no closer to finding Frankie.
What a pity. Warren's brilliant powers of deduction got you nowhere.
Are you jealous of Warren?
I saw you together.
Well, yeah, I work with the bloke.
No, I mean, well, it was different than that. Like you were enjoying each other.
Look, Alex, if I wanted Warren, I'd have Warren. And just ask yourself, does this feel like a woman who wants Warren? Okay, fine.
We'll start you on a new drug, lamotrigine. See how you manage with that. If you do get a seizure, let us know straight away, and we'll review the situation.
You're saying I can't have surgery?
There's no point. The scans show nothing. No scarring, no structural abnormalities. Yours isn't a temporal lobe epilepsy. I'm sorry if it's not what you want to hear. I do know what a blow this must be.
What do you know? You take a picture of my head, you think that gives you the right to tell me you know what I'm up against?
No, it doesn't. But I lost my job like you. I'm a surgeon and I'm not allowed to practice because I have epilepsy.
What do you want me to do? Congratulate you on rebuilding your life, stuck in here telling sorry sods like me that we're finished?
You're not the first person to have epilepsy, and you won't be the last.
Yeah. Well, maybe we could all hold hands and try and contact the living, eh?
If we took this to the Crown Prosecution Service, they wouldn't even look at it.
That can't be right. Mr. Granger, there are no witnesses, no evidence. And, of course, we don't have your sister's testimony.
They killed her, and you can't even get them for an assault.
The courts would say that your sister went out to that bus stop voluntarily.
But you know, and I know, she had no real choice. So where's the justice?
There is no justice.
Mr. Flood, come in. Come and have a sit down.
I got the people in, he said, security consultants, and they priced me up for the things you suggested, you know, bars on the windows and reinforced glass and that.
That's good.
Not really. They're quoting me 857 quid. I'd have trouble getting the 57.
Maybe you could get a dog.
The point is, what I'm realizing is, I'm not making myself heard. You're not getting the message of what I'm dealing with here. Now, will you listen?
Come on, Frankie, open up or I'll have the bloody door down.
I don't want to be up all night, you know.
How do you mean?
It's not my fault. I have to stay awake.
What is it? Nightmares?
I get scared of the quiet.
Bloody hell, that's awful for you, Marilyn.
I get panicked. I hear myself breathing. I get worried that it might stop. I know it's not right, but I really believe it'll stop.
Frighten me, that would. Can't be easy for you living here. You and Nick and your mother and Jason. It's lucky your mother's marvellous with a kid, isn't it?
She already spoils him.
Ah, well, that's why kids love their grandparents so much, eh? You can see Jason really dotes on her.
If the council would give me and Nick a house, I'd be able to bring my own kid up without her taking over.
Oh, your own little place. Ah, that's nice. Ah, hope it works out for you both. You do realise Nick's got a bit of previous, don't you?
No?
Oh, aye, yeah. He attacked some woman. A few years back. Came to light when we were looking at this thing to do next door. Still, I expect he'll be able to explain all that when we bring him in for a chat.
Nick didn't do nothing. You can't prove anything.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah, I'm just worried how it's all gonna look, you know, what with Nick, with his temper on him. It could all go the wrong way. Or it could be all right. You see, that's the thing with juries. You just never know.
Nick didn't do it. It wasn't him.
So who did?
I wanted to get it sorted out. Get it all in place. Show you all that you're wrong, that I'm not finished yet.
And Lorraine? You couldn't see what your disappearing might do to her?
If I'd told her, she wouldn't have let me come. It's just a few days. I am trying to hold on, that's all. Just hold on. Nobody can tell me that that is wrong.
Why should you be any different from anybody else? What's so special about you that you can't have your share of shit thrown at you?
I just want what's mine. I have earned it.
So you're saying if you can't have it all, you don't want anything? You think your enemy is this bit of lightning that struck you, but it's not, Frankie, it's you! If you want to beat that one, you can start by coming back with me.
I can't come back. How can I?
You've got half my department leading a merry dance all over the country looking for you. And why do you suppose they're doing that? Why do you think that Bruce is giving me earache half the day? Is it because they've got unsolved crimes that they want you to wave your magic wand at? It's because they're worried shitless about you, their mate. And Lorraine thought she'd lost you.
Yeah, well, Lorraine didn't marry and also ran.
You think anyone's going to stop loving you because you're not the big winner anymore?
Every morning I wake up, I'm a man on fire. I don't know how to be anything else. I can't just turn that off.
Who says you have to? If it's wrong that the best copper I've got has taken off the job because of epilepsy, then do something about it. But not by running away.
No, love, you want to call the hospital. They'll be able to tell you when your dad's coming home. OK.
How is he?
Did they sew his finger back on?
Yeah, not possible. He crushed too much bone. When I said it happened in a police station, the charge nurse practically accused me of doing it. Yeah, of course, I remember the days when if you wanted a bit of help from the police, you just dialed 999. You didn't have to start chopping your limbs off.
Yeah, all right, Marty. We know you're the only copper in here who gives a shit, right?
What I want to know is how Rebecca found out about me and Kath.
So, anyway, are we going to pick this woman up or what then?
You all right, mate?
When I was in uniform, I could have a cup of tea with the old girl who'd been broken into, play a game of table tennis with the kids at the youth club.
Hey, I'll give you a game if you're missing it that bad.
You know what I'm saying, Bruce? I think I made a mistake coming into CID.
Can I tell you something that's been bothering me?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Hey, you are. See, most people think this job's about asking questions. It's about listening. And you, mate, are a born listener. That's a trick I'm still learning. And I don't think the great chief constable in the sky is going to be too happy if you let your talents go to waste, all right? Huh?
Mrs. Jowett? Mrs. Jowett?
They've took him.
Your daughter told us that you attacked Miss Granger. You smashed the tea mug and stuck it in her neck. Is that right, love?
Why couldn't she see what she was doing to us? The council said if she kept making her complaints, I could lose the house. Then what would happen to Jason if they did that?
I'm sorry, love. We'll need you to make a statement.
They've gone. They've took Jason.
Where have they gone, Lorna?
They wouldn't tell me. They're just gone.
Do you need to get anything from inside the house, love?
I can't.
How do you mean?
I can't seem to get past the door. I want to. I've tried. But I can't seem to face going in there.
Hey, Bruce, I've got a few friends coming over Friday night for a bite to eat. Do you want to join us?
Yeah, of course, I'd love to. Oh, Friday. Sorry, I think it's my mum's birthday.
You think it is? OK, pal, no problem. But just for the record, it's not going to be tambourines, no come all ye faithful. Mr. Flood, you're off to pastures new.
Yeah. I thought I'd quit. Well, I've still got 9 left. I'm moving in with my daughter. See how it goes.
Yeah, well, good luck to you.
Oh.
Take it easy, Mr. Flood.
Thank you.
Tell me, I was lying about my mother's birthday.
Never, were you?
Truth is, I've got what you might call a hot date.
Oh, yeah, that's lucky. Where'd you meet her?
Oh, you know, round and about.
Hey, it's not that girl who smiled at you on the stairs, is it?
Man's got to have a woman in his life, Tom.
She hasn't got a sister, has she?
No.
You want it? You can take it. Go on, have it. Take the lot!
The daughter's vanished, so we're not going to get a statement out of her.
And the mother's turned to jelly, so we can't get any sense out of her, which leaves us with sweet bugger nothing to chuck at the CPS.
Do you know that loud music is a recognised form of psychological warfare? Case in point, Andy Williams. That Waco siege, they played his records around the clock to flush him out.
I told you, this bloke has got letters after his name. I should be working with him.
I quite like Andy Williams. Well, come on, give a bloke a chance. Good songs.
Can't get used to losing you no matter what I try to do. Gonna live my whole life through loving you. Can't get used to losing you no matter what I try to do. Gonna live my whole life through.
All right.
Loving you.
We surrender. We're coming out with our hands up.
You didn't see that Lord Lucan anywhere in your travels, did you, Frankie?
It's good to see you, mate. Yeah, all right. It's all right.
All right.
The only reason I went down to that hospital was to tell them about you, Marty. They scan your brain, they're going to need to rewrite the medical books.
Hey, I tell you, they want to get in there with them machines, then they might learn a thing or two.
So you're going to take this desk job, Frankie? Yeah, but you know, I'll still be able to go out on raids to the stores armed with my trusty stapler. So what about you, Bennett? Who have you been flinging your frock at this week?
I'm still on the lookout for Mr. Wonderful.
Oh!
Seconds out for the next round. Come on, Sonny, mate. Drink what you want. Touch yours.
Yeah, I'm fine. I believe in cherishing my beer, not murdering it.
I'll tell you Becky's ideal man. Charm of the Lone Ranger. Dress sense of Tonto.
Aye, but he's unlike Silver.
That's my cue to go.
Oh, come on. Marty! You want it at home?
Judy's ovulating!
Seconds out for the next round. Come on, Sonny, mate.
Slow off the blocks there, weren't you, mate? What? Way I see it, she was asking you to share her taxi. And if you're sharing her taxi...
Look, Bruce, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
So speaks a man who doesn't mind coming second. Know what I mean?
Can we just leave it? Can
No,
we
listen,
please?
just listen, will you? I'm sick of skulking off for secret get-togethers. I feel like you're ashamed of me
Alex,
as
will you let me explain?
Look, I understand the reasons.
Can I
I know what that lot are like.
Can I
But it's
explain?
not worth it. I just can't live like
You
this.
shut up! What I'm trying to say is I've had enough. I've had enough of them. Well, they have wives and girlfriends. Why should I be any different? Tomorrow night, we're going to go into Lucky's together.
As a couple?
And I pity the first one of them that opens his mouth.